We are here to do a very quick review of the Port Larranaga. Say that for me.
The PLs.
Port Larranaga Robustos. Robustos from, I'm assuming these are 07, aren't they?
Well, it's a regional release, so they only put them out 1 year.
Well, actually went over 2 years.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that'd be so Cuban.
Draw? Mine's slightly tight. Where'd you buy these from?
Mine's, in fact, these have come for you.
They're great. Great draw.
This is actually quite the opposite of...
Yeah? Good draw?
It's quite open. Whooshka.
Because your lungs aren't that good. Draw is good. Wrapper is... Actually, wrapper's quite good in this one.
Wrapper's fine on this. Love the little goldy bit.
So you love this cigar because of the shiny little band. Oh, Herbanos will love you. Wait till you find non-Cubans. Oh, you won't know what to do with yourself. Ken, first third.
Mine is a fairly easy draw.
Yeah. Mine's not. Mine's a little bit more restricted.
Mine's a much... you're about to lose your ash, but that's all right. I could hold the ashtray out here and you could sort of...
I'm a professional, Ken. So...
professional what?
This ash will not drop until I tell it to. Keep going.
I'll be sweeping up the balcony tomorrow morning again. It's pleasant. It's a touch under medium for me.
Mine's medium, spot on medium.
Touch under medium.
Real richness of fruit. You're not going to get any
good
of that,
fruit. Good fruit.
Good fruit. Yeah.
A little bit of spice. It's very pleasant. It's very pleasant. But it hasn't sort of set in the wow factor yet.
Yeah, your loose draw is that. Mine's excellent, I must say. It's got that real richness of fruit, which I enjoy.
There were two there. You picked them.
Oh, for God's sake, what do you think I actually told you? I gave you the one that was a dud. They're your cigars. Where did you get them from anyway?
You.
Excellent cigars all around. I like the cigar.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
I like the fruity aspect because that's what the PLs are all about.
There is a bit of that sort of raisiny dried fruit.
Any caramel through there?
Not so much caramel. I got more caramel in the.
Any more sweeter? Again, the raisins.
Certainly the raisiny sort of hint of fruitcake character.
I'll miss these when they're gone. I think they're good cigars.
Well, I got a lot in your storage, but apparently not as many as I thought. If anyone's bought a box recently and it's got KBG on the side, well, let me know what they were like.
We'll be back at the end of the second third. Ken, tell the world.
Tell the world what?
Second third of the Port Larranaga Robusto.
Very similar. Still quite young. It's a bit hotter, a bit more aggressive, but it's still got some of those same.
You got that loose draw.
It is a loose draw.
You got that loose draw, which really mine hasn't changed to any great extent. It's a bit more intensity, which I enjoy.
But my intensity is not the pleasant intensity. My intensity is the harshness a little bit, the hotness, which is a bit unfortunate. It's still a nice cigar. It's just, I think it's very young.
Well, where do you see this going in years to come by?
Well, if that sort of raisiny, dried fruit, hint of fruitcake character builds, they'll be fabulous.
Mine has.
Okay. And yeah, you're obviously going to get variations.
Real sweetness to it.
Yeah.
That dry.
There was, but
I've got no bitterness whatsoever. No harshness.
Just a little. But look, it's not a bad cigar. It's just.
Oh, how draw affects a cigar. It's a remarkable thing. How draw actually affects the cigar.
See, I mean, I was this much to go in the Monte Edmundo when you were finished. Now I'm probably ahead of you in this one.
Yeah.
And
now look at it. Yours is burning like a. Look at the ash on this. You can't see it on camera. Your ash is white. What's my ash?
Your ash is not
dark
white.
grey.
Yeah, absolutely.
So mine's burning at a slower temp going through, and I'm getting all the benefit of that. Yours is just burning way too fast.
Exactly. And that's the draw.
That's just the draw.
Yeah.
Luck of the draw.
Luck of the draw.
Damn construction issues. I mean.
That's why we still go. But I still would love to see some sort of coded reference to the rollers in things, and particularly, I mean, this is a high end. This is the upper market end of cigars.
Yeah.
I'd love to see just a little reference to the roller on these things, because you work out what rollers suit you.
I'm smoking raisins at the moment, just complete raisins.
My raisins have gone.
And that's all because just too much air going through, too much of a loose roll. Let's see if it finishes a bit better for you. I doubt it. I don't think it will. I think you are.
Once you're on that track,
in the world of hurt.
Oh no, it's not. It's not that. It's just not great.
See, mine's a 91 at this point in time.
Mine's
91, 92. Are yours an 88?
About an 88.
Almost to the end.
We are.
Of the Port Larranaga Robusto.
How do you say that?
Port Larranaga.
Changes every time you say it.
You've got to roll.
Rolling.
Port Larranaga.
Great, we've got Spielberg behind the camera suddenly.
Again.
You're finishing it now. Has it improved? I think it's come good.
Actually, the last part,
it's really
picked
kicked
up.
in.
Surprisingly, it has picked up. Not to any great extent, but it's picked up a little bit, and it's quite pleasant.
I'm getting rum and raisin. I'm getting a sweetness with the raisin. No, raisins are sweet, but I'm getting that nice little hit. It's quite nice.
No, I'm not. I'm still a bit earthy, but we haven't really got back into the that lovely dry
fruit. Mine hasn't really moved all the way through.
Okay.
I've really enjoyed it.
Okay.
The body has. So it's lilted in body. It's come a lot fuller towards the end.
Lilted.
Lilted.
Lilted. That's interesting. Lilted. Would you say that's an appropriate Spielberg? Would you say that's an appropriate description of
lilting?
I'd paid in Scrabble, I've got to say.
You'd pay, a word, no doubt, but is it appropriate here?
I think it has been for me, because I know your draw is looser than mine, but this has been
you picked
91 cigar now.
No, this is 88.
88?
Solid 88.
Solid 88 for you?
But I can see if it was a bit tighter, it didn't have quite such a hot burn quickly
You
through.
can understand where it's got to that, which I didn't have.
Absolutely. And look, I've bought a lot of these from you. Been through a box or two already as well, I think.
So when we're talking about regional releases,
Yep.
where does this sit in the pantheon of PCC releases?
Look, that's a hard one because they've sort of gone hell for leather and released.
But the ones that you've tried.
I've tried a lot of them.
Tell me.
Some better than others. There's Bolivar Simone's. I still remember those very fondly.
Yeah, so do I.
They were a cracker. That was
Pure milk chocolate. It's lovely.
Canada only. Well, it's supposed to be. I mean, isn't the regional release an annual, and then they move on to something else?
Regional release hasn't sold that well across the world. So in other words, you have a big. They make 125,000 cigars, 150,000 cigars, or 200,000 cigars.
Yeah.
So you move your first 100,000 very, very quickly, and then they sort of just drift out after that.
We've been through this umpteen time. I mean, they had the limited editions,
Yeah.
fine, and then all of a sudden they've got sort of another, the weird uncle in the attic or something. They bring out these regional release stuff as well. Some of which are very good. I mean, had they done
weird uncle in the attic? What is that?
Why do we have to have all of these? So many. I mean, seriously, if you're going to concentrate on what you do well, which is your core. There's just so many to try and keep up with. You just think, well, what's the point?
Well, no, I'm serious. They'll take advice from a guy who's wearing shorts, has got his feet up on the table.
Well, I have to put my feet up on the table because you've got your feet under my thing. I mean, seriously, do you want this chair? You can be with your feet.
Until next week. Welcome to this week's review. We're going to pull it on here. Get your feet off the table, just out of interest sake. Please.
Whose table is it?
Australia Post. Until next week. Cheers.
Adios.
Where'd
what come from?
Adios. We've got some here.
Why would you give those to the seal bashers? Seriously.
For all our Canada clients out there, that's term endearment.
Nothing wrong with my lungs, if you don't mind.
What else are you smoking?
I'm trying to finish my Edmondo from the last one. Whether if you want to splice this in.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, you wouldn't let me light it for the moment, would you?
God's sake.
Seriously, they're on a par.
Nairobi and Montreal are on the par.
Absolutely. Love the little goldy bit. I like shiny things.
Oh, you're a tosser and a half, honestly. Everyone thinks I'm stealing cigars out of their online locker.
Aren't you? You're not stealing. No, that's not true. He doesn't steal them. He just recycles.